very honest with you guys. I'm coming in very hard to the paint pro Halo on this episode.
Oh, I'm gonna be very anti-Halo. Like,
no, dude,
you're just like, I mean, Major, you must have been like, you know what the show needs? More of Soren's wife.
All right,
I feel like she's an underutilized character. The show would be more interesting.
That wasn't great, but it wasn't bad. Like
3, 2, 1. Zeitgeist Zealots. Hey everyone, welcome to Zeitgeist Zealots. I'm Forrest.
I'm Major.
Now I'm Robbie.
And today we're going to go over episode 3 of season 2 of Halo. Major really liked it.
Some of us liked it.
I liked it.
Some of us didn't. Spoiler alert.
And
for the podcast,
someone
not
else
the
on the
episode.
podcast besides Robbie Major did not. I don't know who it is, but
we'll probably
we'll
figure that out.
Process of elimination.
Yeah.
We'll find out someone who didn't like it. So, but I think beforehand we have some news to discuss. I think Major has some little tidbits.
Just want to start off with some personal housekeeping, guys. It's a little early to call it, but I have quit smoking, quit vaping, nicotine anyway. Going on 2 weeks now. So thank you. That's the longest I've gone in maybe a decade. So very exciting stuff. But here's the important part, guys. That was my only fix for dopamine. So I need you guys to smash the like button more than ever now, because that's gonna be my only fix.
To save Major's
shameless plug, guys. If I go back to smoking, it's because you're not liking our videos enough.
Yeah, well, maybe you get some nicotine jelly beans on your on like in a jar next to your desk, like Reagan. You're just popping jelly beans like all day, every day.
I heard
president.
this communist fucking administration's trying to get rid of like Zens or whatever. I don't know what Zens are.
Zens?
So there's no point in me getting outraged over something I can't even
Are those
pronounce
like
correctly.
mints? Are those like mints you take when you're like in the Zen state?
That's exactly
Zens?
it. Yeah. And how you get to
wow.
that Zen state is through nicotine. It's just like a nicotine pouch, but it's for like Gen Z or whatever.
Oh, I saw a
Tucker loves them.
commercial for something. I can't think of the name of it, but it's like a vape pen, but you're not getting anything.
Fume.
Yeah.
If you want to sponsor
But
us,
it's
Fume.
kind of that's what it was called, was Fume.
If you want to sponsor us, Fume, I'm here. I could be a very.
Hey, you gonna get one?
I might if they
Because if that's
us.
like a habit, yeah, you're doing the habit, but without anything.
Right, the oral fixation.
And it
Fume.
even has some flavors. There's just I don't know what it's.
Yeah, water vapor. When we get the ad, we'll do the ad read, and then we'll become experts.
Yeah,
And
can't go too
I'll
deep
tell you
till
all about it.
we get the sponsorship.
Exactly. Can't tell you. What's in it? Cancer until they pay us. No, I'm kidding. But so that's my news. Forrest has some personal news. Can I share? Do you want to share? I don't want to steal your thunder, bro. This is some really big news.
Well, it's not like super new, but if you think it's like
I think it's pretty cool.
Go ahead and mention it. Well, we're working on a little something. Well, Major is working on a little something for me to promote something else, but we're going to use something else I've done in the past to help promote it.
It's so cryptic. Guys, Forrest is a creative, and he's going to be creative very soon. We're going to start a Kickstarter for it. You're going to make a comic, right? There's no I'm not creatively involved.
Well, the
Definitely
comic's I've already written it. We just need to have it drawn, and we just need to pay the artist. And we're going to start a Kickstarter and hopefully generate enough revenue to where we can pay the artist. Kickstarter is like all or nothing, so either you make your goal or, you get none of it. So, we'll try it out, and if it happens, sweet. If not, life goes on.
Hey, maybe Taylor Swift will see it, and she'll donate to your Kickstarter.
Yeah, that'd be great.
That was a tasteless topical reference for the one person out there who got that.
We're gonna have to become the official podcast of the Chiefs, right? Because they're boyfriends.
I mean,
Chiefs.
if Taylor wants to start dating someone on the podcast, I'll go.
You get the dopamine in.
That had my beer just exploded.
Really?
I forget how strong I was. Anyway, one last thing I want to talk about before we talk about everything we're supposed to be talking about.
Oh, one thing I noticed on your background, you don't have that little Easter egg from the last video on the wall.
Guys, I am so sorry. even though
I didn't even notice. I wasn't even paying attention to that till the end of the podcast.
I didn't notice
obviously.
it at all. My wife drew those boobs, and I had no idea until Robbie noticed and pointed
Easter
out.
eggs with the plural.
Easter eggs, yeah.
Where's that drum?
Oh, damn.
Machine gun. Yeah, he deserves all that. So thank you for calling me out, and guys. I apologize. I try to bring more professionalism into quorum to the podcast. Yeah,
I know. Our reputation as a family-friendly podcast is now completely destroyed.
You know, that's how much of a fan of Blue Eye Samurai I was. I was like, go ahead and draw me some
just some really poor
tits.
boobs.
Yeah, some 13-year-old drawing. Some chalk boobies. Some 8008s, if you know what I'm talking about.
Yep. $8,008,135
is how much you would have to pay me to finish the next show that I want to talk to you guys about, and that is this awful, awful show my wife discovered on Hulu.
Called Halo, no.
And it's fuck you. That's on Paramount, and it's we'll get into it in a second. No, it's,
I know. I was
don't
hoping to say
derail
that
me.
before you said it, Hulu.
Hilarious. That was funny. That was a good joke. Don't derail me. Extreme Love on Hulu. There's 8 episodes out. I don't know if it's 8 episodes total. I hope so. I gotta say, dude, if you're traditional, if you're a red pill, there were moments I was watching this with her, and I was like literally cringing, like a borderline screaming at the TV. Not like I'm like what I would consider a libertarian, not like the Libertarian Party, right? But like, dude, I'm so chill. Like whatever you do in the comfort of your own house, that's fucking great. That's totally up to you, right? However, this TV show takes whatever you're doing in the comfort of your own house and fucking puts it into my house. It makes me very uncomfortable. There was this one girl, and I say girl, she's 21 years old, right? But her thing was she liked to dress up as a baby, like a full diaper and everything, like a onesie. She peed herself in the diaper. She did everything, she didn't poop in the diaper. She said that's the one thing she doesn't do. She doesn't poop in the diaper. But she, you know, like, and her boyfriend was 24 years old, and like he was daddy, and like daddy would take care of her and like feed her, and she would drink from like a bottle, and like he would discipline her. And there was like it was so cringe watching just this grown ass woman just put a diaper on. Another one was this woman's her dreams, her goals, her ambitions, and you know, I'm not one to ever shit on someone's dreams. But this woman's dreams was to be 1,000 pounds and completely immobile. She even had like a boyfriend who would just like feed her, just sit there and just fucking feed her, like the episode of Family Guy when Peter Griffin gets like addicted to Lois gaining all that weight. You know, like dude, he just fucking.
I want you fatter. It will please me.
There was a plot twist, guys, and that plot twist was she got pregnant somehow. And that changed her complete perspective on life. And so now she's like trying to lose all this fucking weight she's gained, and she's trying to be healthy so she can like be there as a mom.
Happy ending.
And I was like, oh, someone needs to call Matt Walsh about this. Like, like he would really get his kicks on like this baby's gonna save this woman's life or something. Whatever he says in his judgmental beard. But anyway, just an amazingly awful just slice of life to show you like what happens when you delve outside into the kinky.
There's some weirdos out there.
On a one last quick anecdote from I think the second or the third episode, and there's this young couple that wants to become swingers, and they enlist some swinger coaches, and one of the swinger coaches, it's a couple as well. And the woman just wants to fuck the couple, like the younger couple, so bad. And it makes them like really uncomfortable. And like to the point where like by the end of this episode, like the younger couple full on hates this coach. Right? Like we're going to make our own swinger party and they are not fucking invited. And then it's just so fun to like watch it just evolve from like, oh my gosh, tell me more about these orgies to you are not coming to my orgy. So Extreme Love.
You turned me off of orgies.
Extreme Love on Hulu.
Well, I think we need to. I think it's worth noting some big news this week. The cast of Fantastic Four, Marvel's Fantastic Four, was finally announced.
Yeah, it was.
Oh.
Pedro
Did you see this? Did you look
Pascal.
No, I didn't see that.
Yep.
Yeah, so
the guy from Last of Us and
the first family.
Mandalorian. Yeah, and Vanessa Kirby as Sue Storm.
Right. And here's an interesting one. Ebon Moss Bachrach, which you might know from, wait for it.
The Bear.
The Bear. That's right.
Yeah.
I was not going
I didn't wait for it, sorry.
No, you didn't wait for it. Well, you could.
He was also.
What if I was doing a bit, Forrest? What if I was doing a real bit?
Well, I'm pretty much known for just destroying bits, ripping them to bits and pieces on this podcast.
Ripping them to bits. God.
But yeah, he was also on The Punisher. So he's joined the small group of actors who are pulling double duty in the MCU, like who's the girl from Eternals, Gemma Chan. She was also
Angelina
in Captain
Jolie?
Marvel. No, but it really just shows you how much Marvel destroyed this girl's career.
Mm-hmm.
She was in not one but two forgettable Marvel movies.
Who is she? She's just gone. And then Joseph
Gemma
Quinn.
Chan. Yeah, Joseph Quinn is playing Johnny Storm.
Johnny Storm. Flame on.
And the guy who played Cottonmouth will be playing Blade someday.
But how do we feel? How do we feel about this?
I mean, I think everyone's pretty okay with the cast except Pedro Pascal, just because they don't think he'd be a good Reed Richards. I mean, not that they don't like Pedro Pascal, they still think will be convincing as Reed, but
I mean, he's convincing the world's smartest man. I mean, he's probably going to do better than John Krasinski, right? Who maybe would have been a better Fantastic Four, Reed, if the script wasn't so terribly written, and it's like Black Bolt over here could kill you with just one word from his mouth, and then she's like, "What mouth?" And then his head explodes from the back end, right? So like, you're like, why is the world's smartest man giving away the plan here? And that's because the script was written by the world's dumbest fucking people. So maybe.
Yeah.
I don't think this is the worst cast, but this is definitely an old cast. These guys are old. Like, this is not going to be a family that we're hanging out with for the next 20 years, in my opinion. What do you guys think about that? Right? They're not young. This is saying no Tom
Pedro
Holland.
Pascal's like almost 50, right? Vanessa Kirby's like in her 20s, though, I think.
Pedro's 48.
And like Vanessa Kirby's like in her, I think Vanessa
35?
Kirby and just, she's 35?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Joseph Quinn's like
Ebon's 46. 30. Joseph Quinn is 30.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, it's definitely an older one.
So Pedro Pascal was buying cigarettes when Joseph Quinn was born, and in this movie they're all hanging out together because they're best friends. Let's go, Marvel. It's in your hand.
Yeah, another piece of interesting news that just comes to the mind right now. Henry Cavill has been offered an MCU role.
As what?
And
tell me more.
No one knows, but I think some people really want him to play Hyperion, who is the Marvel Superman besides the Sentry. But that'd be a real fuck you. I thought it'd be really cool if he would play Mr. Sinister in the X-Men reboot.
All right. I get it. This is new. So Henry Cavill joining the MCU. Fan casting, Robbie. Worst answers only. You're gonna go see Avengers 5 starring Henry Cavill, and who is he playing? That just makes you like roll your eyes.
It has to be a character who hasn't been adapted before, or not adapted, but hasn't shown up in the MCU yet.
No, that's tough.
Man, I don't know the characters like that.
Well, I think another possibility would be the Beyonder in the Secret Wars.
See, a Beyonder would be a good character. I would like Tom Cruise to play the Beyonder.
I don't know all those characters.
We could do Henry Cavill.
Yeah, I mean, oh, geez. How about Paste Pot Pete or the Trapster? That's who he's known as.
Watch them.
Just like all the.
No, dude, they're gonna. Disney, Marvel are such assholes at this point, and they have no respect for the fans or the audience, that they would probably hire Henry Cavill and then make him play like Beta Ray Bill, where like he's not even fucking Henry Cavill. Like he's just some voice actor
character or something.
He's just in a CGI suit. Yeah, well, I don't know. That's pretty much all I have for the news. But we can go ahead and watch this trailer for this video game that Robbie's really into, Hellriders.
Helldiver.
We'll talk about another video game property, starts with H. Halo, but we'll talk about this other video game that starts with H. Hellriders.
All right, we're gonna do a live
Helldiver.
Helldivers. Okay.
Can't even get it right. I'm gonna
Hell Sliders. Okay.
join in.
Yeah.
Really
So
spicy
recently,
initial burgers.
apparently, Starship Troopers was trending on Twitter or X, whatever you want to call it, and apparently it was because of
saw that.
Helldivers 2.
Oh, apparently it has some sort of inspiration taken from Starship Troopers, which
You'll see the similarities just from the trailer.
It's a lot of bugs. All right. Let's watch together.
I mean, it's a video game coming out in 2024, so there's probably gonna be a lot of bugs.
It's already out.
Keeping man
It's on Steam
democracy
right
safe
now for
with the
$40.
lives of our heroes, protecting freedom
40 too
from
much.
tyranny.
Well,
Oh,
with the
I already
gentle
see it.
still probably a better
touch
deal
of
than
an
Suicide
iron
Squad.
Fist. But liberty's enemies march ever closer. Together.
Okay, I
we
can
must
see.
take
Yeah,
back
this is definitely.
control of freedom.
Together for managed democracy.
Together for victory.
Together for liberty.
Together.
Together, they.
You
fight
see the
for
similarity of
Yeah.
why it was
Yeah.
trending.
freedom. Will you?
Now I just want to watch Red versus Blue.
And this is why they're called the Helldivers. They're just sent down like that.
Or ODST, as we'll talk about in another.
Yeah.
They see Starship Troopers.
Enlist in the
Pretty much.
galaxy
Yeah, that's why it was
Look
trending.
at all that Halo armor. All those Halo helmets.
I mean, the bugs look just
Work
like the ones from the
together
movie.
to protect your future.
I'm sure they got a lot of inspiration from Starship Troopers making this.
Well, it sort of looks they have like they're wearing like World War One attire as well.
Yeah, this looks
Apparently
really,
they
this
have a
looks
lot
fun.
of funny AI lines from the characters. In another video that I saw someone reacting to, like, we both thought it was people in his Discord or his party talking, but it was actually the AI players that he was fighting with.
Oh, is it
Well, I
that
never
new
played
AI?
Helldivers once. I won't know the story.
I don't think there's a whole lot of story besides just drop down and kill stuff.
I mean, those bugs gotta came from somewhere. Nice.
I'm sure there's some story to it.
Join the Helldivers, the galaxy's last line.
Hell yeah, that looks so good.
Pre-order now.
Oh, we already missed it. All right. Yeah, it looks
You're
interesting.
so
Is it just-
negative,
is it
Forrest.
just- What? I wasn't negative.
Good,
It
keep
does
it
look
up.
interesting.
Stay negative.
Yeah, we need it for Halo.
Now, but stay negative, but don't stay in the activity.
Oh yeah, I guess Rob, you gotta exit out. I know it's impossible to.
Leave activity.
Yeah.
And now it's
It's
Forrest is
starting
playing.
again. Oh, great now. Great now. I don't know.
Well,
what to do.
because you never left it.
Oh wait, I see it.
Every week. I want every week.
All right,
There
I'm
we
out.
go.
Yay!
Let's talk about Halo, episode 3.
Yes.
It
One
starts off-
last thing. A bonus content. Because I love you guys so fucking much. We had some technical difficulties last week. We recorded an entire episode, except we didn't record an entire episode, so we had to re-record the next day.
Oh yeah, that sucked.
A part of that, look, we lost some things, we gained some things, but one of the things we lost was our reaction to the Deadpool trailer. So I did want to just throw out there real fast, because 2 weeks later, I still haven't seen this on the internet. So I want to throw out my Deadpool theory, and that's that the TVA recruits Deadpool specifically because he understands that, like, Marvel is a cinematic universe and that Marvel bought Fox
Breaks the fourth wall all the time.
right? So the TVA recruits Deadpool because they need Deadpool to kill the Fox variants to make room for the new X-Men characters coming into the MCU. So that's my theory. I think that'd be like a lot of fun. Everyone's talking about Deadpool saves the universe. No, I still think Deadpool's killing it.
I'm looking
So,
forward to it.
We'll see what happens.
Awesome.
So yeah, let's get into it.
Let's
Halo.
let's
They
dive
start
in.
off
Let's dive in.
their very, very, very short mission. That
Guys,
pretty much ends.
Episode 3. Prestige television, I tell you, Forrest. It's prestige, okay? The whole time, we were wondering if the Master Chief was going crazy, if he actually saw McKee, if McKee was there, if she wasn't there. And then at the end, we get this really nice reveal that Perez saw her too. Prestige, okay? You want another example? I'd love to. Halsey kidnapped Akerson's son or sister in the Spartan program. Prestige. All right? Akerson's dad
Oh,
has
I didn't realize that.
Alzheimer's, and there's assisted suicide. Prestige Television, okay?
Wait, was his dad dead at the end?
Yeah, dead.
I thought he was still breathing.
He looked pretty dead.
Well, how did he die then?
He took that white pill.
Oh,
and the
okay.
guy said that he was going to be done today. So he's dead. Dead. All right?
Oh, yeah, because
Alzheimer's
his,
and assisted suicide.
covenants is-
Prestige TV. All right? These are the facts I'm laying before you, Forrest. If this was on HBO, this would be the best show of the year. I'm laying it out there. But we'll talk about it. I'll present my evidence as the case goes on.
All right. Well, let me tell you why I hated it. No. So like
But
the first season, it opens up. They go to some weird abandoned facility that
Silver
there's,
Team's
like,
going to the comm station.
Silver Team. Yeah, but I want to know, like, where are the Covenant hiding on the planet? I mean, it seems like this is like way in the future. They would have like pretty good monitoring, or they're just like parts of the planet that are just like uninhabited. It sounds like.
I feel like there are parts that are uninhabited. I mean, we saw that. I mean, look at that barren wasteland, right? So there's lots of areas I think on Reach. And excuse me, although we are in the 26th century, so there's a lot of technology. The Covenant still have way better technology than the humans do, right? So we might have radars, they might have anti-radars, right? Look at their invisibility. Master Chief doesn't have invisibility. Not he's got to pick it up.
Yeah, so as soon as they get there, they're basically like arrested immediately, and then they're sent back to Reach. So it just seemed like that whole scene just seemed kind of pointless. It just ended too abruptly. It's like nothing really happened.
Wow.
or
The
accomplished.
hate is strong in this one. Holy shit.
Not
we
so much hate,
get
just
a
boredom. I
tense
was just
scene.
bored.
Look, John goes after Cobalt Team, right? He goes rogue. Bro, we get this whole episode, we get John Master Chief going full on Captain America. He's going rogue this episode. And it starts by taking his team rogue, right? He lied to his team, right? It's building deceit and distrust in his team.
Like we're deployed now, right?
Right? So yeah, like, hey, and then
He winks at the camera, but we can't see because he's wearing the helmet for once.
like we're getting air support, right? Nope, no air support, right? Nothing. Like
Where is everybody?
Does this feel like suspicious to you? Does this feel all right? And they're like, just keep walking, right? So
Isn't it sad how like inefficient the UNSC is at like protecting the own planet, but like when it comes to like policing the Spartans, they're very, very efficient. Like literally, as soon as they got there, they showed up right behind them. Like,
instantly, like they knew where the Spartans
Yeah.
were.
Yeah, they were really good at like policing like their own, assets, but like actually protecting the planet from aliens.
Not so much.
Not really so good at that. They're kind of
All
like
right.
they dropped the ball on that part. But yeah, they break his balls, and he's like, I'm going through that door, and there's nothing behind the door, even though they could probably go a little bit farther in to just make sure.
They got to keep the public, make sure everybody doesn't know, to keep them calm.
Right?
Basically, it's like Men in Black.
And then he runs away
and
and doesn't tell anybody they're about to die.
But still, like neuralizing people, they just kill them, right? Like the actual Men in Black comic book. So it's kind
really?
of funny. Yeah, you never read the Men in Black comic book?
No, I haven't.
No,
comic-
I just believe the movie wasn't lying to me.
The comic just like literally just kill anyone who sees aliens or like anything supernatural.
Damn.
Like in the movie, they're just like, yeah, we kind of got to make these characters.
We gotta soften this up a
Can't
little
sell
bit.
action figures
they
like
just,
that.
They just like erase.
No
memories with this magic.
neuralizers?
Yeah, there's no
Was
neuralizers.
neuralizer a thing in there at all? Or was
In
it
the comic, no, they
a
just
totally
kill them.
new
They just
thing?
straight up kill. They just kill them. Kill people. So it's a much darker comic book
Hilarious.
than the movie. But yeah, it's like MIB with Halo, but they literally do kill people who have seen the aliens, or they just say that they're crazy and haven't committed. So they get arrested. They go back to
So they
Reach
get a
headquarters.
tongue lashing by Admiral Keyes, right? Who was an excellent character in season 1, and he tells them that Cobalt was in fact sent to Actus 4, where you see the Master Chief freak out. He's like, "What? No, I saw a different flight plan." He's like, "What's going on here?"
Yeah, he should have taken a picture on his phone.
Sowing more seeds, or whatever the phrase is. Sowing more seeds for his team to doubt him, right?
But let's be honest, in the 21st century, if we had we saw the flight plan, we'd probably take a picture of it with our phone, just like in case
He doesn't have a
someone sees it later.
phone. He doesn't have a phone. What phone have you seen? With his big fucking hands?
Yeah, but I'm saying, like, in the 21st century, if we're trying to, like, find the flight plan, we can take a picture of the map on our phone, right?
Right.
Just in case if anyone tried to change it, like, oh, yeah, this is what it looked like at this day. Nice try.
He didn't have his phone on him.
Exactly. So that's the moral of the story. Always have your phone on
Always have your phone on you, all right? Just put a body cam on. Always ABR, always be recording. That's our podcast motto.
What is the 26th? What's the 26th century equivalent of a phone? Like, because you have to have something with you to communicate with people.
Jeez, I hope it's not whatever the Apple glasses.
The chip,
Neuralink.
the brain chip.
No, the Apple glasses they came out with.
No, I was just saying.
Are you making fun of that brain chip? That brain chip is giving people the ability to walk, Forrest.
Yeah, that's awesome.
What are you talking about? I'm making fun of the Apple goggles.
Would they have that in the 26th century?
Yeah, they've had a chip that you can put in your spine to make you an emotionalist bitch.
Yeah. So anyway,
AKA my wife.
He gets into a big fight with Kai, who apparently I think is going to betray him. She kind of already has twice this season. She kind of like mouths off to Ackerson. Like not mouths off, but like she like reveals way too much to Ackerson than she should.
She's just trying to be a good soldier and a good friend, which is not what Master Chief needs right now.
By chewing him out and by betraying him. Yes, great friend, great soldier.
Sometimes, dude, if your commander's going crazy, you need to like look out for your guys. You need to look out for.
Oh yeah, that's right. I haven't seen Apocalypse Now in a while. I forgot that.
You gotta look like sometimes like it's not like sometimes you like telling on your friend is because like, hey man, like I'm not telling on him. I just think he's got a drinking problem, so I'm talking to people about it. Like I'm sharing my concerned interest in this person. But I am very
isn't that what Deep Throat meant when he like betrayed Nixon? He's like, I'm not betraying Nixon. I just think he's a drinking problem.
I just love my country.
Yeah, the guy who I guess exposed Watergate.
Yeah, I know Deep Throat. I bought all of his NFTs.
Oh, I thought he was long dead by then. Let's. I guess we can move on to the worst part of the episode. Soren's wife. Yeah, the underutilized character from season 1 who should have stayed underutilized.
I gotta tell you what, though.
Holy shit, this plot line was boring. I did not care.
I rewatched the episode to take notes for the podcast, obviously. And while I watched it all in a completion the first time around, I definitely fast forward through all of this Soren's wife's parts.
I literally had to like check my email during those scenes because I was like so fucking bored.
Don't get me wrong. Something else. Forrest is wrong. It's not boring. I just don't need to see it twice. All right.
It wasn't entertaining enough to see twice.
No. It was entertaining. I just didn't need to see
twice.
No. It was so fucking entertaining that it was still fresh in my memory, so I didn't have to fucking rewatch it. I know what happens. She tries to steal a ship. The doors close. She gets captured. Quan saves her. That's the fucking line. That's the beat. Boom, 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 done. It's a good fucking B plot.
Yeah.
Now she'll be in.
Haters gonna hate.
But since you weren't paying attention, you missed that part.
Yeah.
No, I did see that part. It was just so uninteresting that I was able to like do other stuff while watching it.
That's it. I think that was it. That was the Quan plot.
Yeah.
The quantum mechanics of this show is
there, Rob, do you have a boo? Boo that. No, I'm kidding. That was a great pun. Keep going.
So I don't know where I was going with that.
You just want to use the pun.
That deserved quantum. She went to the quantum realm. I don't know.
You better be quanful. What you wish for.
There we go. Geez. I guess Kessler's. She just left a kid by herself.
Maybe we never saw him get on the ship. So
Quan said he did.
Quan says he did, but Quan never saw that either because Quan left as well.
You didn't see it. Didn't happen.
That dirty little
TV writing 101.
That dirty little liar.
Show don't tell. Although this
didn't tell. This showed. You fucking hater. You're such a hater.
It didn't show Kessler getting on the thing. It just told us he was on the thing.
Oh, that specific part, right. No, but it didn't tell us that Quan didn't go on it. It showed us that Quan didn't go on it by saving Miss Soren's ass.
That I was able to discern.
Yes.
But I think what was interesting is Ackerson just leaves Halsey alone with Soren.
Yeah, so let's talk
I'm
about the
just
Halsey plot line, and then we'll get back to the Master Chief real fast. So Halsey, turns out she was on Reach the whole time. The whole time. Like, so it's just great. Like, everyone's like, Master Chief's like, where's Halsey? She's still alive. Bitch, she's like 100 kilometers away. You probably could have Ubered there.
She's like in the room above you.
Yeah, she's in the same fucking building.
You'll never
probably,
know.
because he's got she's in the hologram space or whatever. But so no, this is very interesting. Ackerson, this is prestige television, my friend Forrest. Ackerson's sister is one the clone / assistant lady that we saw in the first 2 episodes, right? The redhead Julio, something like that.
It was like test runs for the clone.
Right? But here's the thing. Not only is that Ackerson's sister, but that's the girl that Halsey kidnapped as a child to turn into a Spartan.
Mm-hmm.
But that kid died during the Spartan augmentation. Right? So, prestige television. Why does Ackerson hate Halsey? Because Halsey kidnapped his sister and killed her. Didn't see that coming. Never would have guessed that in 100 years. I like it.
Is that in the books?
I don't know. Apparently,
Ackerson's in the books.
so we need to make a correction. I was going to save this for the end here, but yes, making a correction. I was like, Ackerson, that's a new character. No, apparently, even though Robbie and I read all the books in high school, I mean, we swapped them back and forth. It was a long time ago. I don't remember this character at all. So,
Well, the name sounds familiar.
But the people in the comments section insist he's a very important character in the books. So we'll take your word for it.
He was
We
in,
got some-
we're getting some
First
love.
Strike. So,
Now,
anything else happen? Oh yeah, well,
Ackerson. Well, I do want to point out one thing though. Ackerson gives his dad an unaliving pill, and it's why
Unaliving pill.
Yeah, so he can unalive himself. Yeah.
Anti-life.
Hello,
Don't
YouTube.
want-
How
don't
you
want
doing?
YouTube doing
exactly.
anything.
But then
Unaliving.
at the end, so early in the episode, the dad's like while Ackerson's shaving the dad, they have a very touching moment. Like, we're getting Ackerson backstory. We're building up like emotions and empathy for the antagonist. I don't know who we don't know who Ackerson is at the moment, or really, is he pro Master Chief? Is he anti Master Chief? Is he just trying to save the human race? What's happening here? We don't know. Prestige television. But we have this heartfelt, touching moment, and the dad, who has dementia or Alzheimer's, asks about the daughter, and he's like, your daughter's dead. And he's like, oh, I know, I just get confused sometimes. And then later on in the episode, he brings the daughter into the room. And I was like, dude, no wonder why your dad has dementia. He's so fucking confused. You're like, oh, no, she's dead. And then you bring her into the room a couple hours later. Dude, I would be confused,
I knew
too.
it.
Like, yeah, dude, I don't think your dad's sick at all. I think you're a twisted motherfucker.
What if he brought his sister to come visit like multiple times a week? And like like the clone keeps dying. So
he's just gaslighting his dad the whole time, just trying to get that inheritance money.
Exactly.
But dude, no, how sad! I was thinking about this. How sad would it be? Like, 'cause it's such a it's supposed to be a heartfelt, touching moment. Like, Ackerson brings the clone daughter or the clone sister in so he can see his daughter one last time before he dies. But I was like, oh, the nosebleed, right? So like, if he asks about her brother Ackerson, she's gonna get a nosebleed and die, and then so his daughter is gonna die in front of him, like on his last day of life, like moments before he dies. I was like, that's the worst fucking way to go out, dude. The last thing I want to see right before I die is my kid die.
Yeah.
So I mean, don't think about this scene too hard, because it's a very touching. It's a very touching moment.
Not very well thought out.
No, it's well thought out. I would have done the same thing.
Watch his daughter die before he dies.
I'm making a podcast. No. I mean, like, dude, all right, so if this was real life, all right, if you're going to be a fucking hater, let's put our glasses on real fast. I was just being pedantic for the fucking podcast. But no, Ackerson probably knows a little bit more about what kills the clone, how long the clone's lifespan is, right? So he's obviously not going to send...
He's done the test.
He's not going to send his sister in to die in front of his dad. Are you kidding me? But haters gonna hate.
So
we are the new Taylor Swift podcast.
I think the best way to save Reach at this point would be like for Ackerson to create an army of clones from his sister like in Attack of the Clones, and then he'll just be like the gun the Clone Wars has, and we'll just have like 50 legions of his sister.
You know, as someone who's
Just
played,
bum rushing the Covenant.
it's not a bad idea. Just, you know, the old Flood / Zerg tactic. I don't hate it. But as someone
Oh, the Zerg.
who has played Halo just thousands of hours as Master Chief, right? I've defeated the Covenant so many fucking times. Dude, I'm positive if they didn't cuck Master Chief in this show, in the Fall of Reach right now, dude, the Master Chief could just go and kill the entire Covenant Armada, no problem. But they can't do it. He's OP, so they gotta cuck him, and you know they gotta put him away in this episode
And then
because
throw some other distraction timelines.
yeah, no, dude, absolutely. Because we've all played Halo 1, dude. Like, dude, all we've done, dude, I've spent 2/3 of my entire life killing Covenant. You're telling me fucking Pablo...
Plowing through
yeah,
them
dude, you're
all
telling
by
me,
yourself.
You're telling me the MC could fucking save Reach if they didn't fucking take these handcuffs off him? My boy John
He
could
was
fucking save the
strangely
shit.
absent from the video game.
Yes. Yes, he was
I never-
strangely
and
absent
that's-
from Reach.
That elevator scene that gave him some glory, though.
Yeah. So
It just cut
I
to,
have a strong feeling that Soren is not going to kill Dr. Halsey. Like as soon as he gets within like 3 feet of her, I have a strong feeling they're just going to
Yeah.
have a nice chat in the next episode.
Oh no, this is prestige television, buddy. I'll tell you, this is my prediction. I actually wrote this down because I think this was going to happen. I think they're gonna rehash some old feelings because Soren hates Halsey, right? For what?
Yeah,
what-
they're going to sit down and talk.
so they're
It's
gonna
gonna
sit
be
down and
so
talk.
fucking boring.
No, they're gonna hate each other. Gonna yell at each other. It's gonna be visceral, right? But then, hey, wait a second. Reach gets attacked. So now flip flop it 180. Now they have to work together to stay alive through the fall
Get
of Reach.
Halsey out of there.
You're right. So I think it's beautiful because Halsey can't.
Well, don't you think Soren would like literally just strangle Halsey as soon as he can like get within like a foot of her?
But Halsey, look, with good writing comes good responsibility and good storylines, I hope. Right? So Halsey's going to have something that the Soren needs. Soren's going to need something that Halsey needs. And together they will work together to survive the fall of Reach. But here, I'll tell you this. If we have an alien invasion and you're sitting in the room with your worst enemy and then aliens invade, the first thing you do is not knife the only other human being next to you. Okay? That's... I don't
Is
think...
she even human at this point, Major?
No.
Is she even
Halsey's
human?
such a bitch.
Yeah, I don't know. I think that it's. I mean, like Soren literally went on like a strange errand, or not errand, but like literally went to this strange part of the galaxy in the hope of finding Halsey so we could kill her.
Dude, he hates
And
a
now
bitch.
he's literally, yeah, and like this guy gave him like very little intel.
Mhm.
It was very clearly a trap, but he went anyway because he hated this woman so much because he wanted to kill her so bad.
I see
And
what
now
you're
he's
saying.
literally,
Okay.
now he's literally in front of her, and they're just gonna sit and talk next episode. And
Well,
you know what's
yeah.
gonna happen.
You're gonna want to talk to the person you hate the most before you kill them. It's a cat and mouse game, right? Like,
I would
why
think
did you
that
do
he
this
just
to
hates
me?
her so much he just needs to kill her.
All right.
Like what could he like possibly? Like, what could she say to him that's gonna make him understand why she was such a bitch?
I'm gonna go ahead and bet you $5 Monopoly that next episode you will appreciate. You will like the conversation that they have.
I just don't think it's gonna. It just from what we've been presented in the show, like he hates her so much that he would kill her on sight. That's the impression I got.
We'll see. Maybe he does kill her, and then uses Halsey's body as a meat shield, and that's how Soren survives.
That's
the
how
fall
he
of Reach.
escapes.
Like Hannibal Lecter.
Yes, but let's get back to the A plot. I like how you're like, this is stupid and dumb and worthless, and then we talked about it for like 20 minutes or whatever, or 10. I don't know how long it was. Time flies when you're having fun. But dude, guys, holy shit! I was kind of joking earlier when I said that Master Chief was
Jerking
going...
earlier.
I was joking. I'm jerking it. I was joking earlier when I
It's
said
as
that...
non-sexual as you can imagine.
Thank you, Robbie. Exactly. Get your mind out of the gutter there, Forrest. But the Master Chief's pulling on Captain America down to the point where he even had an elevator fight scene, which was great.
With just like literally threw
Dude,
that
he-
guy across the elevator.
Dude, he
Nothing.
bitch smacked him so fucking
Like a
hard.
doll.
Like a
It was
doll.
like you and like a 3-year-old girl. That's what it was like.
Yeah, no, a doll, the doll of a 3-year-old girl. Dude,
exactly.
Which is what Spartans are. They're OP. They're insanely powerful. Like that was such a good. That was so fun. It would have been great if there were more, but I think if there were more people on the elevator, then they would have just been accused of ripping off.
It really
the Captain
shows
America.
the UNSC is like inconsistently incompetent because they're really good at like finding Master Chief when he like goes AWOL, but they only assign 2 security people to him.
But
regular humans.
I know, right?
No. Stop right now, you fucking hater. Again, the Master Chief is
being
first
honest.
off, he's $100 million investment, right? And also the only hope of humanity. Okay, so
They couldn't
look. They
find two of the
didn't
Spartans to guard him.
think he was gonna go rogue. Okay, like
He just
wasn't.
went rogue last episode.
Yeah, but he's not gonna go
That's
rogue
the worst
twice.
fault
How?
I've ever heard.
What? Who goes rogue
He
twice?
won't do it again.
Who does it again?
Yeah.
He's not gonna do it again, guys. Look,
Yeah, he's
you know,
they should
Forrest,
have had, like,
actually,
2 or 3
I'm turning
Spartans.
around. 180. You're absolutely 100% right. This is a direct consequence of the UNSC's no cash bail policy. Right? the Master Chief goes AWOL, he steals a convoy, creates a fake flight path, takes a group of Spartans out on a fake mission, and then you're right. No cash bail. Just gets out, walks around.
No due process.
Yeah,
either.
just
He's
walks around free.
Psychiatric evaluation, and you're grounded,
Maybe.
and no dessert.
But hey, we only have 8 episodes, so we gotta keep this TV going.
Gosh, that was like 6. Damn. All right. Yeah. So the episode ended with Master Chief trying to find that corporal, where he does. They go to a church.
Perez. First
And
time.
then apparently
he's ever been to a church.
Perez has the 6th sense. She can sense the Covenant or something. Some weird bullshit power. That was my understanding.
No, it was from like a recording.
She's like obsessed with that
they had,
recording.
or I guess.
Which I wrote down.
What I got out of it, she just listened to it so many
Oh,
times
that's right.
and
'Cause she's a
translated it
communications
or
officer.
something.
Yeah, she like fell
communications
asleep
officer.
listening to it. Yeah. When I was watching that, I was like, oh, that's like me at 3 o'clock in the morning trying to edit this podcast. Just, and then you just like wake up with headphones when the elite talk. But I actually wrote down the elite prayer. Or do you guys want to hear it from the Singreely?
Yeah.
Oh,
like,
yeah,
I'm going to
message?
offer up. I'm going to
Yeah,
offer
you
up
did
Reach
put
as
the
a
whole
burnt
thing.
offering.
Mm-hmm. I bring you blessings, people of Reach. Know that I've come without mercy, without pity. Know that I am the instrument of your extinction. I bring this planet forth as an offering. Upon this altar, I place the head of the demon. May his blood mark the way of the sacred ring and consecrate the great journey of my people.
They mentioned the ring.
Forever and ever.
Halo
Yes.
season 3 confirmed.
Oh, that's why it's called that.
And don't forget, guys, the demon is the Master Chief, right?
Chief, yep.
So they need to kill the Master Chief, and they think his blood is somehow gonna pave the spark to the rings in the universe. That's a lot
like
of blood.
It's like the vampire MacGuffin blood and True Blood. The blood can do anything.
The blood can't
It can,
do
like,
anything.
Yeah. But yeah, that's the episode. Well, the church exploded.
I
at the
have to
very last-
yes, which was great. It was, and then on some guys. So how good is it gonna be? It's like
I like the way it had a.
it cut
ending
away.
of it there.
Yeah.
Well,
No,
we're finally
dude,
gonna see the fall of
is-
Reach.
The fall of Reach is happening.
Yep.
You're like,
so-
why they talk so much in episodes 2 and 3? Bitch, we got some fighting to do in episode 4. That cost the CGI budget.
I hope so. Not a whole bunch of talking with the explosions outside.
I
They're
do
not
want to
even
say
showing
More
it.
explosions.
there is one man who is completely safe from the Covenant, and that's the blind Spartan we met in the previous episodes. Because not only is he blind, aka disabled, but he's also black and gay. So that is like 80% of like the diversity requirements for this television show.
Yeah.
So they can't kill that character off at all.
Yeah. Apparently he's a albino African American.
He just looked like an actor to me. I have no idea. No, I don't know.
No, I think he's literally like albino. Or there's a special name, but he was the bad guy in Black Lightning, because the bad guy in the comics is like an albino African American, and he's like the only albino African American actor in Hollywood.
Oh, really?
So they cast him.
I like him. He's a good
But
actor. They don't like him enough to put him on IMDb, so I don't know. We'll have to figure out and talk about
He
it
should be
next
on.
week.
Yeah, he should be on there. I think his name's like Marvin Crondon or something like that.
Marvin? I mean, I'll type in Marvin. No, there's 0 for Marvin and Vice Grad episode.
Well, just look at Black
Awkward.
Lightning. Look up Black Lightning. He's in Black Lightning.
Fine, I'll look up Black Lightning.
He played Tobias Whale.
Wow. Dude, that's what I'm talking about. That encyclopedic knowledge. Crondon.
Crondon.
Astrid Star Astrid Star. Oh, that's probably the person who took the picture. Yeah, Marvel Jones.
I think he also played Tombstone in the Spider-Man video game.
Hey, he's an American rapper.
Yeah.
Well,
So,
cool. Oh, he does play Tombstone in Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse.
Yeah. I mean, I figured like he's kind of like the only albino African American. There's like 2 prominent of those characters in comics, and he's played both of them.
He's a ghost rapper for Snoop Dogg, Dr. Dre, and Exhibit.
A ghost rapper?
Ghost
writes
writer.
the rap?
He's a ghost writer.
Oh, okay. Ghost rapper. He does not.
He
He
does
not
write
only
the rap.
writes the music, but he also raps for them.
They
say that it's them singing.
His character name in Halo is Lewis 036. So now we know that. Look at that. Cool. The more you know.
Yeah. His name's Lewis something. It's weird. It's just like, all right, we'll let you keep your first name, but we're gonna give you like 3 numbers for your last name.
I mean, John 117. Don't take that away from me, Forrest. That's.
I want to be Steve 666.
I want to be Chad 069.
There we go.
Thug life.
Larry
Sunglasses come down.
8,881,135.
Larry 420. But yeah, I'm looking forward to
Larry
next week's
8008.
episode.
I mean, I think we're finally going to see what the fans have been waiting for a long time. The fall of Reach.
The fall of Reach. How many fans are left? Is it just me and Robbie? Is that it? Is it just us two?
I mean, you could still. This ship. There's
got to be more out
could still
there.
turn itself around.
Guys, 5 weeks. Robbie, we have 5 weeks to convince the world that this is a great television show. Can we do
This
this?
is only 5.
I think
5
so.
episodes left.
As long as they don't end it like the first season did.
Yeah, this is only 8 episodes this season, right?
Yeah,
Or
and
9?
we had 3 weeks. So, I guess four. Well, I mean, we just had our. So there's, I mean, I guess technically 4 plus some change. I'm rounding up. Fine. We only have 4 weeks left, Robbie. 4 episodes to change everyone's mind and get this. Make sure this bitch is renewed for season 3.
And when they'll finally adapt Halo, the first Halo game.
Halo's ring confirmed. Halo season 3. They're just gonna keep teasing it. It's like Smallville. They just never put on the fucking superhero Superman.
Also, does it bother anyone that Master Chief's helmet's the helmet from Halo 2, not Halo 1? I just noticed that today. It's the Halo 2 helmet, and it's way different from the Halo 1 helmet.
Nah, I have plenty of sex, so I didn't notice that at all. I'm fucking with
Well.
you. No, but it pisses me off now. That seems very inaccurate for a bunch of people who didn't play the video games or read the books. I can't believe they fucked up that tiny transgression.
Yeah. Well, that's really all we have.
That's
for
the
today.
episode. Man, what a good one, too. We really appreciate it. If you guys want to reach out to us, boy, we have been busy. We've been busier than the Covenant trying to invade Reach. Guys, not only can you reach us on Twitter or X at Zealots Podcast, but you can now find us on fucking Instagram at Zeitgeist Zealots. Oh, we were Instaband.
I think that was TikTok, wasn't it?
No, that was Instagram. Dude.
Oh.
So I tried to create an Instagram account, and they were like, "You're not a real person." Instantly banned. And I was like, "What?" And I was like, "All right, well." And then I just was able to I just kept
Clear
clicking,
that out.
Yeah, kept clicking buttons, and eventually they gave it to me. So I guess they didn't like my birthday being April 20th or whatever.
It's Hitler's birthday.
Yeah, and that's also for people who are like, "Oh, let's hack their Instagram now." That's not the birthday I fucking put down. It's Hitler's birthday. So there's that. We're on TikTok still. Oh, update on that. Our shadow ban on TikTok has been removed, so you can now find us again. Zeitgeist Zealots on TikTok. Sorry, we will post less conspiracy theories that are apparently true about the Illuminati. And then YouTube, blowing up. Channel just hit over 53,000 views, so we really appreciate it, guys. Our subscriber numbers are growing each and every other day. So we really appreciate it. As a small channel, it's just been
Nothing stops this train. except
fantastic to grow. Yeah, nothing stops
YouTube
us
will ban,
but the
but
algorithm.
YouTube will be like, well, I don't like this channel. I ban it. I
Yeah.
ban thee.
And then
So-
again, Twitter. I don't know what's going on with X. Maybe you have to be Mr. Beast, or I don't know. One day Elon will make that a very viable place to post shorts, but it is not.
Why can't
February. I mean, you can. They don't get any views.
you?
Yeah, like I'll post like I'll post a video, like a 15-second video about Star Wars or the WWE, two of the biggest fucking properties in the fucking world, and then Twitter's like, here's 12 views, all right, and then I'm getting like 2,500 over on YouTube. So I know the video's not crap. I don't know. Maybe it's because I keep dead naming X. I apologize. Elon, we love you. Still come on the podcast. Robert F. Jr., come on the podcast. Anyone else we want on the podcast?
Master Chief.
Dude, Pablo.
Flipping clip of RFK like you.
Let's
you
hear his
showed
side of the
before.
story.
Right. Hey,
Like,
actually, we might be the only podcast on the gosh damn internet defending Halo. So we might actually get that sweet little spot, you know?
Well, 2/3
I
of this
haven't really
podcast
looked at what others are saying on it.
They don't
on
like
the new
it.
season.
They are on the Forrest side of life. They can't see
Yeah, don't-
the awesome ass TV show through the trees.
Did you
That's
see
a
that video I
Forrest joke.
posted
No.
from Reaper? Yeah, I don't think you'll like it. Just
Wow.
gonna put it out there. All right. Well, that's our show, and maybe next week there'll be a major improvement for me. I don't think it'll be much more of an improvement for Major or Robbie. This is apparently like Invincible on steroids for them.
Prestige
So,
TV. Don't call
Never
it
said
Invincible.
that.
Don't mock us by calling. We never said this was Invincible. It's just way
Never
better.
said it's on
When
that
we're
level.
reviewing Invincible, we're all going to be like in agreement with each other. Like, I like this part. I like that
Oh, well,
part.
this
You like
part's
that
so
part? I like
great.
this part.
Yeah.
This part was great. Yeah. So I think we'll be like pretty much in a.
Yeah. No one likes the
same-
Circle Jerk
Looking
podcast.
forward to that.
That's what it's going to be when Invincible and the boys are back. Well, I don't know. Maybe the boys, because Gen V was not that great.
The
I
boys
think
is sinking. Yeah, the boys is going the way of the Disney.
We'll see. But yeah, that's our
Oh, is
podcast.
it?
Thanks for listening. We'll see. We'll see.
We'll
Let's
see.
not
We'll
be
see.
too pessimistic. All right. I'm Forrest.
Major.
Now I'm Robbie.
Thanks for listening.
Did you think? I mean, what? Gen V wasn't that good, right?
It was super like Disneyfied though.
It was
Despite,
super-
like-
so woke.
Despite like,
Yeah.
all the sexual and violent stuff, it's like this is still really,
Dude,
really
so
plain and
many
safe.
penises. I could go an entire
Yeah.
lifetime without seeing another dick explode.